All right, are you good? Mm-hmm. Podcast take 1. Don't do that.
Why?
Because I gotta get a sound. So if this sound on here sucks, I have to use the other one. So I need to be able to judge it.
How many times have you told me that you need me to talk?
Okay, don't say anything.
Okay, I won't say anything now.
Don't.
I'm not. I'm
Take
just
one.
preparing. That was just in case you needed me to do this.
Oh my god. All right. So
Okay,
this is our first test podcast. I'm Jason.
Okay, can we start over? Because I was wiping my eyes. You have to tell me when you're doing that. Okay. My eyes are very watery.
Test podcast 1. Did you just jump? Jesus Christ.
It was
I'm
really
Jason.
loud.
Oh my god,
it
my
was
eyes
really
are watering. Can we do it again? Wow.
Oh my
I don't even know what to say.
I kind of know what to say. This was a bad idea.
Podcast take 5. This is how it's gonna go, guys. We're not even gonna do another take. That's gonna be it. I'm Jason. All right, we're trying out this podcast thing to see if we're interesting people. I think we are. I think we're interesting.
No, I know that we are,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know if other people are going to think that we are.
I don't care what other people think. I never have.
Well, then why would we bother doing it? We can just do this while we're, sitting on the couch.
Well, because I'm vain.
That's true. I will
Pretty
agree
vain.
with that.
I'm pretty vain. So we've been married for almost 13 years, 12 years. Fuck, I don't know. After it hits 8 years, it tends to just start melding together. Once you get that, actually it's 7. Once you hit that 7-year mark, it starts to meld together.
I honestly don't think that 7 years was the mark for you. I think that it was after the first year, like, oh, I'm done.
I clocked out.
Yeah.
I clocked out, like, at the 5-year marker, 2 year, 6 month, somewhere around there.
2 week,
Yeah,
whatever.
2 weeks, yeah. Yeah, whatever. When we got home from the beach. That's about when I clocked out. When we ate our pizza. That was it.
Yeah, we did have pizza.
That was That was it. So we're not going to go through all of the how we met type stuff yet.
Yeah, no.
Especially since some of the people who are going to be listening to this, which is probably going to be the only people who are going to listen to this, have probably heard the story a million times
That's
already.
true. That's true.
But I will say we are exact opposites. 100% opposites.
100.
Not even just color. I mean,
Stop. Stop. We don't need to get into
color.
that.
Not even just the color. We are complete opposites.
Yes.
For instance, I love video games. She hates video games. Hate's a strong word. She dislikes them in large quantities.
No, you know what? Honestly, I'm going to disagree with you on that. I hate video games. Just flat. I hate them.
There we go. All right, so there's lots of other ways that we are complete opposites. She
Yes.
loves mushrooms. I hated them. But then she got me to eat them, and now I have no choice. I have to eat them. But I hated mushrooms.
Well, I love them and I cook. So if I'm the one that's cooking it, then you're going to eat what I make,
Yeah,
right?
I have no choice. She also loves onions. I hate them.
Yes.
I hate onions. I hate them. But I have to eat them now because
You know
she
what?
makes them.
Anybody that cooks dinner all the time knows you have to use onions. You have to. You can't make things without onions.
I disagree.
Well, then your food's going to taste like shit.
Okay. That's why I don't cook. Because it probably would taste like shit.
That's true.
How about this? How about I don't believe in making a child eat everything on their plate, even if they don't like it. And she is exactly the opposite.
No.
Yes.
Let's not. Okay. That's not true. And the reason why that's not true is I make them try everything. Trying everything's okay. I don't make them eat everything. If they've tried it and one piece, that's all they need. One piece. That's it. Don't make it sound like I'm this horrible, mean person. I'm not.
Not a mean person. Sorry, I burped. Not a mean person. I'm saying that if Dylan was sitting at the table with a big thing of acorn squash and chicken, and he gets up from the table and says, "Am I done?" and you look and he's got 2 bites of that acorn squash, what do you say? Nope. Sit back down, eat more of that acorn squash.
You know why? Even though because that shit's expensive, man.
Even though he said, I hate this like a million times to us.
Okay, but in all fairness, I am not as bad as my mom was. My parents were very, very mean about it, and we actually would have to eat it for breakfast the next day.
Whoa.
So I don't think I'm being mean. I don't think that I'm being unusually harsh. I think that I'm just trying to open up his palate.
For instance, she uses the word palate. I do not. Forcing him to eat food he doesn't like. But now, here's the crazy part. Right?
I don't force him, everybody.
Here's the crazy part. I agree with it now. Whenever he comes to me and says, "Hey, should I eat that food?" I mean, I didn't. Some things that we were opposite, but now I agree with some of the stuff. But politics, completely opposite. We don't talk about politics at all. Yeah, we don't talk about politics.
Completely the opposites.
Religion, we're actually pretty much on the same page. There's a couple of
things. Well,
yeah,
because we both don't like it.
Yeah, so we're pretty much on the same page. What we decided was something we do agree on that we were going to talk about is other parents. I personally just don't like people anyways in general.
That's true.
That's why I play video games and talk to people online, because then I don't have to have that face-to-face contact with them.
Yeah, you don't like the face-to-face.
I really don't.
No.
I really don't like, to me, when I'm standing face-to-face with somebody and I tell them the way that I feel, I feel like the next look that I get is going to let me know, well, it always lets me know that they're instantly judging me at that point.
Well, yeah, but people instantly judge you regardless. It doesn't matter if you're interesting or not. If they like you or not, they're definitely going to judge you. And for me, I don't care. I don't care if they're judging me because I already know they are.
And for me,
it's not a surprise because I'm judging them.
Right. And for me, when I get, when I see the judgy look, I just want to drop kick them in their teeth.
I mean, I don't care that much.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about other parents. I just don't like them.
And it's weird because you normally don't care what people think.
Yeah, but for some reason in that situation, because it involves my kids and you don't know who's going to be, you don't know what's going to be said when you're done. You know, like who they're going to go to and talk to about that stuff. So, but putting that aside, let me tell you about how much I really dislike the whole situation with parenting and the schools and stuff like that. The stuff that I don't care about. I don't care about it at all. So then Patty's going to tell her story about why she hates, or we can do it vice versa. I don't care, whichever way you want to go. You want to tell yours first? Or do you want
go ahead.
Okay. So I don't know why it went. It was a PTA meeting, I think, or something like that. I don't know why. Or no, it was
it was like parent conference.
That's
I think.
What it. Yes, parent or no.
It was open house. Yeah.
So I went to open house.
The bane of our existence.
Yeah.
I hate
In
open
fact,
house.
I think we stopped going. I know, bad parents, right? Bad parents. We just stopped going to open houses.
We hate open
it's
house.
It's ridiculous. It's a dumb waste of time. You know, it really is.
Yeah.
And you know, who cares? Like. Especially at the beginning of the year, they haven't done anything yet. I don't want to go.
That's back to school night.
Oh, that's the one.
Which is totally different than open house.
And I still don't want to go.
You know, it doesn't matter. Neither one of them matter. It doesn't matter.
I still don't want to go. But anyway, so we went. It was back open house, and they do those PTA meetings at the beginning always, where they're tooting their own horns. Oh, thanks to Mrs. Snitzelfritsch for putting together the raffle tickets We made 72 cents this month, and that really helped us get
72
one page of a
cents.
school book.
No way. I'm sorry. Those PTOs, they are racking in the
Yeah,
dough.
I know. They're
More
a
like
racket
72,000.
themselves. They're a racket themselves. I don't really. I don't do anything to help the school out. Well, let me tell you the story first. So they're talking about the PTO stuff, and they were yapping back and forth, and parents, they're all like, "Oh my God, like, can you believe they're gonna do this? Can you believe they're doing that?" And I'm on my phone, like, playing
Always.
something. I don't know,
Always.
checking Facebook or playing a game or something like that. While all this is going on, apparently, during this but this was a few years ago too. This wasn't like anytime recent. Apparently, they had mentioned that they were going to remove like some form of music or something like that from the from like music classes. They're going to remove it. So I I remember this mom came up to me, and she's like, she comes up and just out of nowhere, right? Like, I'm standing by myself on my phone. So this is where it gets nosy. This
Because
is where
I was working, correct?
Yeah, I think you were working.
I'm
at the time.
assuming I was working.
Yeah, I think you were working.
Go me. Got out of it.
So, so she just walks up to me like I'm on my phone. When someone's looking at their phone intently and playing Candy Crush, which I never play.
You were doing the Paris Hilton. You were trying to avoid people by being on your phone.
Yeah, exactly. I was trying to make myself not be known to anybody around me because
You're trying to shrink into your phone.
Because I hate people. I actually, and to be fair, I don't really like people. I like my neighborhood. The group of people that live in our neighborhood, I like. Everybody else that spreads out of our neighborhood, I'm not really a big fan of. I think because we live in kind of a above our means area, right?
True. Yes, we do.
So we just kind of fell ass backwards into something, and we live in an area that's kind of beyond our means, but we're lucky enough to live in an area where it's safe, relatively.
Yes, and we're very grateful
Yeah,
for that.
very grateful for that. But we are relatively safe.
Mm-hmm.
We have great schools. I mean, the view, you can't. The weather is fantastic,
Mm-hmm.
but we definitely live around a bunch of people who. I drive like a 2002 Dodge Durango. Everyone else around me is driving like 2017 GMC trucks or Mercedes.
The brand new. They get new cars every year.
Every year, and we're driving a Mini Cooper and.
You know
and
what? Don't make fun of my Mini
a Dodge
Cooper.
Durango, okay? So that's the kind of neighborhood we live in, and it's fine. It's cool. I get it. We got really lucky in this situation, and I'm not complaining at all. But
No.
when it comes to
We're not complaining about our situation.
right, exactly, we're not complaining about our situation, but it does feel really uncomfortable when you pull up into the driveway in a 2002 Dodge Durango covered in mud, or not mud, but dirt. And
Did you say bud?
but dirt, not bud.
No bud.
But dirt. You're driving up to the parking lot, and there's like freaking Mercedes and BMWs and
the Jaguars,
Jaguars,
the
Teslas, and there's an ant.
Are you serious? God damn it.
Um,
Hopefully he doesn't have any friends.
and it just feels kind of weird. Anyways, so the other thing is we also live in the land of moms that either don't work and take way overly interest in their kid's life. Like
Yes,
go
they do.
way overboard in their kid's life, right? I mean, look, we are definitely a different type of parent.
We love our kids.
I love
We
my
do.
kids. I love my kids. But not enough to spend every single weekend at soccer games. Not
No.
enough to spend every single weekend watching them play basketball or football or hockey.
That's just not us.
and it's not our kids. Our kids don't
no,
play sports.
No,
They don't.
Our kids don't.
They don't really like that stuff. They're more indoor kids. Like you have a cat. You have indoor cats and outdoor cats. We have indoor cats.
That's true.
Yeah, we have indoor cats. Our dog doesn't even like to go outside unless it absolutely has to.
No, she'll go out for like half an hour. Like the kids. They'll go out for like half an hour, 45 minutes,
Yeah,
and
say
they're
hi
okay.
and try they come out and they look like cavemen who've never left the house in like 10 years and they've never seen the sunlight. They walk outside and they see their friends.
They look like me when they leave the house. They come back looking like Jason.
That's right. Yeah, they walk outside and they see their friends there, and they like walk out the door, and my kid will go run out like, oh, Blake's outside, and then they'll go run out the door, and when he gets out the door, he goes, oh my God, it's sunlight! I haven't seen this in years. And he go outside and he'll play and he'll try and throw basketball. He goes, you know what? I've been outside too long. I gotta go back in the house. And he comes running back in the house, and we'll go, hey, why did you come back in the house? Well, they were playing a game I don't want to play, and the sun hurts my skin, and I felt like I was getting too much vitamin D, and I just wanted to sit back down and play video games.
I wanted to come in to get a snack. So they come in to get a snack, and they just never leave.
That's right.
Then we've got kids sitting on our front porch waiting for my kids to come back out, and they'll literally just sit out there for an hour.
They'll just sit there forever, then they'll finally just leave. It's like, and my kid will come outside and go, did they leave yet?
I like it when I'll make him go tell them that he's not coming back out. So he'll stick his head out the front door and go, I'm staying inside now.
Yep.
And then just go right back.
Now, most parents would say, oh, you should make your kids go outside and play. But you know what? Again, we're not normal parents.
Well, you can't force a kid to do something they don't want to do.
Well, that's what she thinks.
No, that's what I think.
That's what she thinks. For me,
if I force you to do something that you don't want to do, what happens?
I do a really bad job.
You do a shitty ass job.
That's right.
And you know what? I'm sorry, but your kids are exactly the same way.
Yes, they are. If you try and force them to do something they don't want to do, they especially Gracie, they lose it. Now, for me personally, I'm just lazy. I mean, I tried 2 or 3 times. Hey, go outside and play. They go outside and play, and they're just going to give you an excuse every time. So it's like, okay, never mind. Go do whatever you want to do. I'm cool with that.
And see,
I'll let them go.
I want them to go out to play because I get tired of looking at them all the time, especially during the summer. They literally are just in my face, and Mama needs a break, man.
This isn't making us sound like really good parents.
Well, no, I need a break sometimes, and that is being a good parent. Knowing when you've had enough of your children in your face.
Knowing when they're at that point where you're going to either strangle them or...
Right. So I have to tell them that, go out to play. And if they don't want to go out to play, then I'll find chores for them to do to get them out of my face.
Right. So anyway, back to the story. We got sidetracked.
We're so off of our story.
So sidetracked. Okay, so anyways. So I'm talking to her, and I'm trying to avoid her.
So we're back at open house.
Open house, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm trying to avoid her, and I'm swiping through stuff, and, I'm going through shit, and then all of a sudden she walks up, and she just goes, wow. So what do you think about the kids losing their music class? Isn't this like a terrible thing? Like, this is terrible. I think if Patty was there, I probably wouldn't have said anything if she was there. But
no, you would have let me take care of it.
Yeah, I would have let her take care of it. But unfortunately, she wasn't there to be the voice of treason.
Treason?
So I just turned my head and looked at her, and I said, honestly, I don't fucking care. And I go, I basically send my kids to school to learn. And hopefully, when they come home, they're a little bit smarter than when they left the house. And she looked at me. She looked at me like, I can't even explain it.
You probably like sprouted horns.
Yeah, it was like I was
fire.
Like
she was scared of you.
They were calling Child Protective Services right away. It's like
they probably were.
Yeah, it was like it was unbelievable, but it's true. I don't care. It's like, shaking my head.
No, you're not involved in the school. You don't want to be.
I don't want to be involved in the school. I don't want to do anything that has to do with the school. I want to send my child to school and have them come home and say, "Hey, I learned something."
But honestly, it's a law. You have to send your kids to a school, or you don't have to send them, but they have to be in a school, whether it's homeschooled or whether it's in an actual school. There's certain guidelines that have to be followed. That's what we want. We want those guidelines followed.
Yeah. And
I don't have to be there to make sure they're doing it.
Right. And anything above and beyond those guidelines, I don't give 2 fucks about.
That's because we have smart kids.
I don't give a rat's ass about anything above and beyond. Okay. the same way that I handle everything else. I do what there's a line. There's a line, right? This is the beginning and this is the end. I'm going to go from here and I'm going to end here. I'm not going here. I know there is a here. Here exists. This is where heroes are made. I'm not a hero. I go right here and stay under the radar. That's the way I parent.
But see,
I don't go above and beyond the Call of Duty. I go to the Call of Duty.
I learned how to do that as well, though. I learned how to stay under the radar. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I was in private school. You stayed under the radar because you don't want to be called into the minister's office or, whoever they're deeming is in charge of the Christian side of the school.
That's right.
I mean, whatever child molester they're putting in charge. I mean, seriously, you don't want to be in that office. That's a scary place to be.
That's right. And also, you have to answer to Jesus. And everyone knows you can't answer to Jesus.
No, he's just unreasonable.
They say he's forgiving, but hey,
he's
man,
not.
Some of those rules that he's got, that's some bullshit. Ow. Sorry. We're just getting used to this podcast thing. So give me a break. Okay?
Why are we giving you a break for hitting the microphone? You use a microphone all the time.
Not a loud one on a boom arm like this.
But it's a boom arm, so if you boom it, it's okay. That's what you're supposed to do.
That was real dumb.
I know. I'm embarrassed.
We're going to pretend like you didn't say that right now.
Can we cut that out? I'm sorry.
So anyways, that is my story. And I hate parents because they are too nosy. And then, yeah, that's all I got. I'm not going to go any further. I don't need to elaborate any more than that. I don't like other parents. I like my friends that are parents. I can deal with my friends being parents. We have friends that, if I sent my kids over to their house and they were bad, they could reprimand them. I wouldn't have any problems with it because they're parents and they parent just like we parent, pretty much.
I don't know about that. I wouldn't want somebody reprimanding my kids.
I wouldn't want somebody
hitting go that
my
far.
kid, but I'm just saying reprimanding by, yelling at them, saying, "Sit down, or I'm gonna, lock you into a bedroom."
I don't want your friends yelling at my kids.
I wouldn't mind.
They can just say, "Hey, don't do that."
I want my kids to be scared of adults. Adults are scary people. They're supposed to be.
Your kids
parents
are not.
Kids are supposed to be afraid of their parents. If your kids are afraid of your parents, they're not gonna grow up to be little assholes. Our kids are on the kind of the border.
No, you know what? Let's just talk. We have 4 kids. Well, 2 adults and 2 children. The older 2, they're scared. Well, the oldest one, he's just scared of people in general. So that he kind of doesn't count in this just because he doesn't like anybody.
Mm-hmm.
The second one, she is definitely scared of authority figures, and she's very... I don't know how to say this without her getting mad because I know she'll listen to this. She respects authority, sometimes a little bit too much. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. The younger 2, they're not scared at all. I mean, Dylan, he's the sweetest kid in the world, but he friends adults and then doesn't think that he has to listen to them because they're just hanging out and being friends. He thinks his teachers are just his friends. He doesn't have to actually listen to them.
Which he doesn't.
And then our youngest, oh my God, I don't even know. I can't even describe her.
I don't even know, a.k.a. G-Biscuit.
Oh, God.
She really does not. She does not respect authority at all.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, if
she's punk rock.
G-Biscuit was music, she'd be punk rock for sure.
Yeah.
She does not believe in authority whatsoever. But we figure out a way to manage with her. Sometimes you just gotta let it go.
It's always a guessing game.
You know what? I don't care. Just go do whatever you want. As long as you are far away from me with this attitude, you just go somewhere else. Go do. Here's my phone. Here's $10. Here's $100. One time, Patty even paid her I forgot what it was, like $1 or $5 or something like that while I was streaming in order to keep her away from me so that I could finish streaming without her.
Yeah, I had to keep paying her. Every time she came back out, she's like, "Hey, remember you were going to pay me to stay away?"
I'm back.
Yeah. Well, I'm back. I'm ready for my money.
She's ridiculous, but smart. Totally smart. I totally would do that as well.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we do have good kids. So they're smart. They're very, very, very good kids.
They're not killing people.
No, none of them have been arrested. I don't think they've ever even...
No choke slams.
The older ones haven't even gotten a ticket that I know of,
Yeah.
but actually they probably wouldn't tell me if
No
they did.
fights.
Yeah, no.
No fights, no drugs.
No drugs. Well, thus far.
Yeah.
We've been lucky thus far.
Yeah. Our oldest daughter, we did take her to a bar and get her fucked up because that's the kind of parents we are.
You know what? I don't want to say that we did. Let's just put all the blame over here because I did not do it. I had one drink.
Look, I'm just going to say that I did not tell her that she needed to go shot for shot with me. Not once. Not once did I tell her that. And boy,
actually,
did she
you know what?
go
Honestly,
shot for
I
shot.
think that he did.
No, I didn't.
I'm pretty sure you did.
And she went shot for shot. She kept up like a champ, like a pro.
And she didn't throw up until we pulled up into the driveway.
Going back to our oldest daughter about the authority thing, this is how strict she is on authority. If there was a law that said that you could not fart in this place, but you're going to be in this place for 2 days, she would fucking explode.
Yeah,
because
she
wouldn't hold it
in.
She would hold that shit
hold it in.
Yeah,
she wouldn't
until
do
she
it.
couldn't do it anymore and just fucking explode. That's how much she follows authority.
Yes.
Which is weird. Now, with the two other kids, Dylan is the soft, sensitive side of me.
Yes.
And also the
funny side of me.
The funny side of her, which is not very funny, by the
way.
It
is.
It's not funny at all.
It's an acquired taste.
No, it's like you. How are you going to be a 10-year-old kid or 11-year-old now, right? 10 or 11.
Yeah, he just turned 11.
11-year-old kid. How are you going to be an 11-year-old kid and tell 40-year-old dad jokes? That's exactly what it is.
He
Yeah,
does.
Yeah, he tells dad jokes.
He's so cute though when he does it.
Although he is getting into yo mama jokes, which I think is hilarious.
I'm not really appreciative of those.
We keep.
Yeah, I'm not.
He goes, "Hey, Dad, you want to hear your mama joke?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Yo mama's so fat, she jumped in the sky, got stuck." And I go, "You realize you're talking about grandma, right?" And he goes, "Oh."
And
he
then
gets
he
all
sad.
sensitive.
No, but Dylan is basically the best side of me and him.
Mm-hmm.
And then Gracie is like
Gracie
our worst
got the
side.
worst sides. Yeah, that's what I love about her, though. She literally got like the crazy funny. She's really funny. Like she's hilarious funny. She can't tell jokes.
Trouble.
It's not jokes.
No,
she is really bad with telling jokes, but
yes.
she's funny every other which way. But she also got Patty. This one's hard-headedness. Like
yes,
literally not wrong ever. Just like our oldest son. They both are never ever wrong. I
am wrong sometimes. It's just rare. It's a rare time when I'm wrong. And that's okay. I admit
that's a
that.
whole other conversation we're gonna have.
I admit
and we're gonna
I have had some days where I have been wrong.
It's not very often. But there are days where it's wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I feel like our topic has like completely like gone out the window.
No, we're still there. That's the way we're parenting. We have crazy kids. We don't do things the way that other parents do, and I think that's what people think is kind of weird. Even our people in our own neighborhood, even people that even our friends. I think my mom even thinks I'm kind of fucking weird. I mean, to be honest with you, I think she thinks
but
I'm
she
weird.
knows you. She knows that you're weird. This isn't a new thing that she has discovered about you. She's always known that about you.
But what I'm saying though is that our parenting, the way that we parent, like sometimes I'll call my mom and I'll be talking to her about about the kids, and she's like, well, why doesn't Dylan go outside and play a sport or something like that? And I go, well, number one, he doesn't play sports. Number two, I'm too lazy. I'm not going to waste my time playing a sport if he's going to like it for 10 seconds and then walk away. And I'm not going to spend $300 on a sport that he's going to go walk away. And I'm like, esports is a sport. If he wants to get into video games, that is a sport. Esport is a sport. He's got a computer. The only problem is he doesn't play any esports. He only likes open world survival building games. That's it.
That's his interest.
That's his. Yeah. He does want to get into programming though, which will nurture if he really wants to do it. But with Dylan, you never can tell. He gets interested and then he's not interested anymore.
Well, no, but a lot of parents think that we're weird because our kids don't like sports. Well, Gracie likes every sport. And this is a problem because she has a very mild interest in every sport, but expects us to go jump through hoops and go up to the moon and back so she can play a sport for 2 weeks.
Yeah, we actually, Patty had an idea one Christmas that we were going to get her horseback riding lessons. and like every person in my family, like me, that is, you get interested in something, and you go hardcore for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe. Technically, we went every 2 weeks to do the lessons. So let's say 3 or 4 months of going every 2 weeks. Then all of a sudden she's just like, yeah, I don't want to go anymore. I don't like it.
It's not that she didn't want to go anymore. The problem is that she had a very definite idea of what she wanted to do in the lessons, and she didn't want to listen to what the instructor said. She wanted to just make the horse go really fast and, run around the arena the whole time. And that's not what, you can't just go out of the gate and do that. You have to learn the way that they want you to learn.
No. You can't go out of the gate and do that. Gracie could do it.
And that's the problem. I told her that if she's not interested in doing it the way that they want her to do it, then she needs to just stop.
Yeah, and she did. It didn't take much. It didn't take much talking to her. I was like, okay, yeah, I don't want to do it.
I mean, over Chris, to be honest, she actually did it for almost a year.
A year, yeah, that's true.
And she just got mad that she was not doing what she wanted to do.
Yeah,
so.
It's one of those things where
she wants to be seen.
Soccer's more accessible. Yeah, that's my side.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I definitely totally enjoyed the limelight, whereas Patty does not. So Gracie definitely has that, because we'll be eating dinner and she'll just stand up and start singing like today.
Yeah.
Or screaming at the top of her lungs for some reason. And that's just because she wants all the attention at the door.
She just yells.
Or at the door. At the dinner table. That's what I meant.
I wasn't going to say anything. I was just going to let you go with it. So, anyways, let's go back to my story because...
Oh, yeah. You didn't even... earthquake.
Oh, my God. No.
That's what it sounded like in my headphones.
Oh, did it? I'm sorry.
It sounds like an earthquake.
I apologize for that.
Okay, now it's your story. You go ahead.
Oh, can I tell my story now?
You can tell your story.
Okay. So I'm going to tell my story.
Actually.
What?
I forgot you had one, actually.
Whatever.
Welcome to our world.
Maybe I shouldn't tell it now. No, I'm going to tell.
That's how vain I am.
Okay, so we hate going to the school for any reason because we have to see these people. I don't know. It's not that we hate the parents. We just don't get along with them. I don't hate them because I don't know them.
Mm-hmm.
What I have seen of them, I'm not really impressed with. Well,
you hate interacting with them.
There are a few that I've met that I really liked, and I would hang out with them, and I would have no problem with them. But Gracie had a program at school that I had to go to. And the program, she made it very clear that I had to come. And I didn't want to go.
Mm-hmm.
But I went.
Mm-hmm.
There's this whole circle of moms that are standing off to the side, and I'm not going to go sit down with everybody else because I'm there by myself and everybody else has people that they're chatting with, and it just seems kind of weird to be the loner sitting by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of stood off to the side where I had a direct view of Gracie. Well, then this circle of women moves right in front of me. Whatever, I can move. I'm standing. It's not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. They're just so self-aware that they can't look beyond themselves. So there was 4, sometimes 5, because they would come and go. It was their little circle. But one of them is wearing a dress, like a shorter dress. And her little girl is literally taking the dress and going like this. And the lady's standing there, with her dress being pulled up in her underwear.
Damn.
It's mom underwear.
I know,
Come on, let's
okay,
not
okay.
let's not sexualize the story. It wasn't anything sexy at all. So she's standing there with her dress being pulled up, doesn't pay any attention to the kid doing it. And then they're sitting there talking about this mom. They're like, "Did you see her at drop off this morning?" And of course, I'm eavesdropping in this conversation because, hello, this is what you see in like all the TV shows, all the memes. You see this on YouTube. This doesn't happen in real life. They don't talk about drop off in real life. No, folks, they do. These women were literally standing there talking about this mom because she got out of her car.
Yep.
In the drop off lane.
Yeah, when Nobody stops in the drop-off lane.
What happened was the lady's little girl forgot her lunch in the back seat of the car. She got out of the car. She started running towards her classroom. The mom realized that the lunch was in the back seat, grabbed the lunch, and I wasn't there, so I'm just assuming that this is what happened because this is basically the way they described it. She grabbed the lunch and started running towards her daughter, which, to me, perfectly natural, normal thing to do. Not to these moms. They freaked out because she got out of her car in the drop-off lane. She should have taken her car and drove it over to one of the parking spots, which we know does not exist in the morning, which is why they have a drop-off lane. But anyways, so they were so upset because they were going to be late because this lady took a minute to give her kid a lunch. I mean, how ridiculous is this? Here's these moms. Like, one of them's wearing, like, her power suit. The other one is wearing her hot yoga clothes.
Is that a thing, power suits?
Yes, it was a power suit.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a black female suit.
Okay.
With, like, a silk shirt underneath. Anyway. So the other one's wearing, like, a little workout bra with her little tiny spandex pants. Another mom's wearing her yoga pants and her t-shirt. And, of course, the dress lady. And these people are standing there with their Starbucks in their hand. And
Why
I'm
is
just...
it Starbucks? Could have been Coffee Bean.
No, they were Starbucks. They all had Starbucks.
Are you sure? Could
Yes.
have been Coffee Bean.
No,
It could have
all
been...
four.
Could have been...
No, they had Starbucks cups. They were Starbucks.
Definitely not Dunkin' Donuts.
No,
Okay,
no, they
Starbucks.
were Starbucks.
Okay, Starbucks.
Oh my God, that has nothing to do with the story.
Yeah.
So, I don't understand why they were freaking out about this mom getting out of her car. What's the big deal? It's just a second out of your day to let this mom give her kid their lunch. I don't get it. I really don't get it. This is why we hate parents.
Big time. Yeah. I'm still stuck on the power suit thing. Like, you think if it's a power suit, first off, I personally think that it's like a robotic suit that moves around and you can lift like cars and stuff. That's a power suit.
I did not think that you were going to focus on that.
Power suit. Like, why do they call it a power suit?
They just do. It's an executive. She's wearing a suit. She looks very businesslike, and she looks like she's in charge.
Well, if I wear a suit, I don't call it a power suit. I call it a fucking suit.
Okay, first of all, you're not an executive, and I don't mean that in a mean way. Your job is not an executive.
If you would have called me an executive, I would have taken it in a bad way.
Yeah, no, you're not an executive. You don't wear a suit to work every day. You're not one of these movers and shakers. This lady was a mover and shaker in her power suit.
I shake a lot. Look at that. I'm a shaker. Yeah,
no, I just, these women are why I don't want to go to school functions. I'm not those women. I don't care. Get out of your freaking car. I send my kids on the bus. I don't care if you get out of your car in the drop-off lane. Go for it.
Yeah,
I don't care.
The dads all seem like they're down to earth. Like, they're all just kind of chat around. They let the moms just go do their thing, and then you see them standing in the back, and they're all just chatting, having,
That's because they probably they
all work together or something like that.
They all smoked before they got there. They're all relaxed and cool. They don't even know that. They don't even know where their wife is.
Yeah. Sometimes you look. My eyes are watering. Sometimes you look at them and you can see, like, the stuff going, like the hamster wheels moving in their head as they're talking, and they're like, "Oh my God, dude, why is she doing this?"
Oh my God, it's like the Stepford Wives in reverse.
Yeah, it's like they want to say something, but they won't because
they don't want to cross them.
Yeah, they want to cross that.
I don't want to either.
If it's quiet, I get to watch football in the garage and have one beer.
You know what, though? Honestly, I have been one of those moms. When the older kids were younger, I was the room mom. I was in the PTA. I actually organized a carnival. And, I had no problem doing that.
I can't organize my sock drawer.
I can.
Let alone a carnival.
It's just, I helped out in the classrooms all the time. I was that mom, and I realized that's not me. I hate being that person. I do. It's not me. This is me.
Yeah.
This is me.
Yeah, I don't, I forgot what I was going to say.
Really?
Yeah. Totally
I would have never guessed.
Totally forgot what I was going to say. Oh, nope. I lost it. It's cool. We're okay. I totally forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh my god!
Because I was gonna say something that when you were talking, I was gonna say something and interrupt you on that one thing. But now that we passed it, I can't remember what it was.
Now that we're on a podcast, you felt bad interrupting me, which in normal life you would have been like,
I would have interrupted in a second.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to keep, this is our first one, so I just wanted to make sure that I was trying to be at least a little bit considerate, but it's not gonna last.
No, it won't. I can guarantee you it won't.
It won't last. Mm-hmm. I like being the center of attention too much.
Yes, I don't.
In order to give that up, so
I don't like being the center of attention. I'm better in the background where you don't need to see, hear. No, I'm better in the background.
I execute. When things happen, I execute them. Patty sets them all up on the other side.
I set them in motion.
She puts everything in motion, and then I execute, and then fall flat on my face, and she has to pick me up and push me in the right direction again.
That's true.
For sure.
I'm back of house. He's front of house, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm like the maitre d', who, no, is that the maitre d'? Is that the guy at the front door? Who's the guy at the front door?
The doorman?
No, the guy, like Gordon Ramsay has that guy who sets up everything for him.
Yes.
What is that guy? That's the maitre d', right?
Yes.
Is it maitre or mater? Is it maitre d' or
I think it's maitre.
Maitre d'?
Honestly, I don't know.
That's who I am, but I'm kind of like clumsy. So every once in a while, she has to pick me back up and point me in the right direction, even on shit that she doesn't like, which is odd.
Yeah.
Like she hated the whole streaming thing that I do.
Hate the streaming.
She hated it, and then she got involved in talking to everybody in the channel, and she found something that she liked that had something to do with the stream.
Let's be honest about this though, because the reason why I got onto the stream was because he's just so freaking loud that what else am I going to do? I can't listen to Netflix because he's too loud and I can't hear it. I can't listen to music. I can't do anything. I can't sleep because he's freaking loud.
In the immortal words of Bugs Bunny, if you can't beat him, join him. That's right.
And honestly, I didn't really have a huge choice.
That's kind of ridiculous that we both said that.
I didn't.
I wasn't expecting that one to come out.
I was not with the Bugs Bunny thing, but I was actually.
Well, Bugs Bunny said it. He said it all the time.
So maybe we are more alike than we think.
No. No. I don't think we're. I think that we have some things that are similar, but I definitely think we're less alike. But that's why it works. Because if I was just me by myself, I would be probably
annoying.
I would probably have a mohawk.
No,
I wouldn't have a good job. I probably would have more piercings. I used to have a lip piercing, my tongue pierced.
You know what? It's funny that you say that. I would have more piercings because you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would.
No.
Yeah.
You don't like pain.
No, but I like the lip ring, and I would have gotten another one. But then I took it out because I grew out of it. I grew up. I wouldn't have grown up. I would have still been the same person.
Yeah, you wouldn't have grown up.
That you met 12 or 13 years ago. I can't remember.
It's been a long time. That's all. Yeah. It's been a really long time.
When you get to my age,
I hate it when you say that.
When you get to my age, it gets a little. Your memory starts to go. You know what I mean? Your memory
I don't agree with that. I think that he just doesn't pay attention to things. And since he doesn't pay attention, he has no idea what you said. So he's trying to use his memory going as an excuse for not listening to people.
Hey, man. If I'm going to use old age for something, I might as well use it for an excuse I need. Being old.
Oh my god.
Anyway, all right. Well, that I think we pretty much figured, or we've
figured.
Not
what
figured.
Have we figured?
I think we pretty much. I think we pretty much.
Are we pettying?
Yes.
We petty much it.
I think we pretty much explained.
That's terrible.
We've pretty much
my
explained.
Yed. Oh my god, my Yed.
Why we hate other why we dislike other parents. Hate's a strong
I honestly
word.
Don't think that we actually adequately described how much.
Are you kidding me?
I don't think so.
Anybody who listens to this is going to go, you know what? Yeah, I'd hate them too. Those two stories are exactly what almost every parent deals with when they go to these things, but are too afraid to say anything because they're worried that people are going to think you're a bad parent. You're not a bad parent.
No.
You are not a bad parent for not liking this shit. Trust me.
You know what? It's okay to not get fully involved in your children's school.
Yeah.
Because honestly, do they get fully involved in your work? No.
As
Your
long
kids don't care.
as long as you are involved in them at home.
Yes,
As
as
long-
long as they know that you love them and they know that you're interested in what they do at home, which is where they're most natural and comfortable, and you know, that's them. That's the real them.
Yeah.
It's not the school
You don't
them.
need to be sitting. You don't need your kids sitting in your lap every second of the day. We definitely believe in lots of
Free
Our
reign.
kids have been doing dishes since I can't even remember. I don't think I remember. I mean, I do dishes every once in a while. I hate them. I hate doing the dishes. I fucking hate them. I don't do them very often. Sometimes
No.
I have to, but most of the time I don't.
I think Mother's Day.
Yeah. No, Mother's Day, Lexi did the dishes.
That's true.
Mother's Day,
oh my
Lexi
God,
did
you didn't
the
even do it
dishes,
Mother's Day.
Yeah. I hate dishes. I hate them. I hate them. I refuse. So we've taught our kids at very early ages. One puts the dishes away after dinner. One takes them out in the morning when we wake up after the dishwasher's done. And then I don't have to do dishes. I also hate the laundry. But I got to pick something because I also hate yard work.
He hates everything that
pretty
has to
much
do with
everything.
work.
Yeah.
Anything that he's got to work at, and something that he doesn't.
If I personally had a choice of a place to live, it would be like in like the 33rd floor of a New York a loft apartment somewhere, or like a big apartment where I have no trees, no grass, no birds, no fucking bees, no spiders. Well, might have spiders, but not very many. No yard to do, no trees to clip, no.
Which is fine. That's fine. But you're still going to have laundry. You're still going to have dishes. You're still going to have to
That's
clean
fine.
the house,
One-
vacuum,
Well,
all that.
if I lived in a 33rd floor New York apartment, I'd probably have somebody to come home, have somebody to come over and do the laundry and do the dishes. I'd hire a maid service
my
to take care of it.
God.
I really hate doing it.
You are so lazy.
I
Why don't you
fucking
just
hate
do
it.
that right now? Help me
Because-
out.
because it's expensive. We don't have that kind of
Well-
dough. Guys, watch the stream and donate money so that
Serious.
we can
Get
get
me
a
a
maid.
maid. Get me a
Get the
maid.
queen a maid. Okay, get
Not
her a
only
maid.
a maid, I want a gardener too, because I would love for the yard to look nice without me having to
Yeah.
like kill myself.
Actually, a
to do
gardener
it.
is probably. We can probably get a gardener. Gardener, we could probably do. Maid, we couldn't do. They're expensive.
I don't know. We have a very big yard.
Yeah, but I think we could do it. I think if we put the initial. What are we talking about this for?
I have no
That's
clue.
fucking dumb. Why are we talking about this?
I don't know.
Anyways, you're not a bad parent.
No,
okay?
you aren't.
If yeah, we're not
No,
bad parents.
you know
We have
what?
a daughter who's going to be a doctor, for God's sakes.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So
I'm going to
I'm
take credit
welcome.
for that one.
Yeah. Okay.
I am. But you know what? I think that you're not a bad parent if you love your kids.
Yeah.
You have to love them. And
Nope.
I love all of my kids. I would do anything for them. If they want me to go to open house, I will go to open house. If they forget and they don't give me the paper for it, I'm not going to remind
And
them.
if we lean them into the, you know what? We could go get some ice cream.
Wouldn't you
instead-
rather go get dessert
Yeah,
than
wouldn't
go
you
to
rather
your
go
school?
get like a slice of pizza or something
Yeah,
instead
let's
of
go
go
do
to
something fun.
Yeah, instead of go to the school and see the freaking mission report that we've seen 3 fucking times already.
No, you know what? The mission report that I had to do. I do all of the projects,
Wait.
or Jason does the projects.
dare
The
you.
kids don't do the projects.
Yeah, they're not supposed to. That's
I
why
know.
teachers assign them to make sure
Damn it,
that parents are
I hate that.
to make sure that parents are involved in the project.
I'm in school myself. I don't need projects. I have my own.
Yeah,
God, that bugs me.
yeah. So, anyways, nurture your kids, whatever they like to do. Don't be that parent. Don't be that dick parent that's like, oh, well, my kid plays too many video games. Well, if you took an interest in them playing video games, something may come out of it. Like my son wants to program, hopefully, but he hates math, so I doubt that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But he, something that interests him in a computer field will help them in the future. Don't be that dick parent who doesn't. Don't be the guy who's like, well, you need to play a sport. You need to play football.
Yeah, no, I
My kid's
hate
not
that.
gonna be that. He's never gonna be that kid who plays football. He's never gonna be a kid who plays baseball. I did, and I hated it. I hated playing baseball.
But see, I played sports when I was younger.
Yeah.
I played basketball for 6 years.
Mhm.
I
I played
played
soccer.
I played one season of volleyball,
Of
and that
course
was
I
bad.
played soccer.
Shut up. I mean, I did track and field. I did softball, and I loved it. My parents never went to my games. They never saw me playing. They didn't care. That wasn't in their wheelhouse.
Yeah. I played baseball. I played soccer. I played hockey.
Oh, I played soccer too.
I played hockey.
God damn it.
None of them. I mean, I was mediocre at everything. Never good at anything.
Yeah, no, I wasn't great.
I wasn't ever good at any sports. I can't expect my kids to be something that I wasn't either. I mean, I wasn't interested. Why would he be interested? Why would they be interested?
Right.
And it's good for me because I'm fucking lazy and don't want to deal with it anyway. So
I hate soccer every Saturday, and then you have to do the traveling teams where you go all over the place. I mean, we're busy.
Truthfully, also, not for Patty. Patty's a completely different story. For me personally, I like myself too much. And you know that's true.
God, that
and
just
you know
happened.
that's true.
That
I
just
like
happened.
my time too much. I do. I mean, I'm
That's
not going to be
true.
honest with you.
He doesn't give up his time
Yeah,
willingly.
I don't like to give up the time that I have to do stuff, to do other stuff that I don't want to do. So, if my kid really wanted to play a sport, I mean, it's not like I don't know how to play. I mean, I played baseball, so I know how to play baseball. I played soccer, so I know how to play soccer.
Right.
I played hockey. I know how to play hockey. If he said he wanted to play basketball, that'd be her. I have no clue. I mean, I know how to play the sport. I played before, but I didn't play in like leagues or anything like that, so I wouldn't do it. But if he really wanted to, I would do it. But I'm not going to overly push it on him to say, hey, you know what? You should play a team sport. It'll teach you how to play. It'll teach you how to deal with other kids. Our kids have no problems dealing with other kids. None
No.
whatsoever. They'll go up and talk to anybody, which is kind of scary as well. But
Well, no, I don't think that they would talk to anybody. They know that you don't talk to strangers, and they know who strangers are. That it's not just a scary person; it's somebody that they just don't know. They wouldn't. I don't. You know what though? I don't know. I don't ever want to say. I don't ever want to say that they would never do something because they're going to prove you wrong every time.
Dylan might.
But you know, we've been parenting a long time. I've been parenting for 24 years. That's a long time.
Yep.
It's
I know you're
long
going to say,
freaking
well,
time.
why hasn't Jason been parenting for 24 years?
Because I'm a better parent. That's why.
Anyway. All right. Well, anyways. Okay. So this is podcast number 1. This is
or possibly unknown podcast that never sees the light of day.
Yeah. And maybe.
Stop.
I don't know. But I'm just saying that this is podcast number 1. I don't see why this wouldn't. I thought it went okay. I mean, we'll see what other people. You have to send it out there so people can go, oh, you know what? That was funny. Or, you know what? Stick to your day job.
I don't think that anybody's going to think that we're funny. Funny looking, yes, definitely.
That's why we're going to send this one out in audio form first.
Next podcast.
Yeah.
Why
we'll
does Jason
have
have nice things
Yeah.
and Patty does not?
Yeah. Why am I sitting in Patty's chair that feels like a cardboard box that you're sitting on?
Exactly, and
box?
I'm sitting on a cloud
It
over here.
literally no, you're not. That is the most uncomfortable chair
Oh my
ever.
God! Are you sitting in my chair?
Yeah, but this one is like my chair is like it's a
We're
butthole.
going there. We're going there.
It's a butthole suction cup. If you put
You
your
know-
butt on it and you sit there for longer than like 10 seconds, your butthole's like goes and you get stuck to it.
I have not had any butthole problems today.
And then you pop out when you're done. Yeah, but you haven't sat in their chair
But then
for like
I've had
2 or
4
3
kids.
hours.
You know, things don't work the way that they should.
That shit just falls out. The chair,
I'm crying.
the chair. It's gross. It's anyways. You sit
I'm
2 or 3
sitting in
hours
your
in that
butthole chair right
yeah,
now.
Yeah, you sit. I farted in that chair a lot.
Oh my God! I know.
If
Now
you-
I'm uncomfortable.
If you sit in that chair for like any 2-hour period, your butthole like goes and it sucks right into the chair, and then when you get up, it's like everything that was like sweaty in there just leaks out. Just saying, watch out. It's pretty gross.
Did you at least clean it before I sat on it?
No.
God damn it! That's so
No.
gross.
So, anyways, all right. Well, well done, Patty.
Really, thank you.
That was good.
You
That
know
was
what?
good.
You never tell me. Well done.
Well, we're on stream, so I have to make it look like I'm
I
a
know.
good husband.
You know what? We're just gonna have to stream all the
All the
time
time?
so that I can feel important
yeah,
again.
yeah. Then after we hang up, it'll just be like, go
Then
make
he'll
me
go.
a sandwich.
No, this is the way it's gonna go. As soon as we turn off the camera, I'm gonna go back on the other side of the green screen where my computer is, and he's gonna go here, and our backs will forever be known to each other.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be like, go make me a sandwich.
No, that would never happen. No.
All right. Well, we out. We'll see you later. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Hope you guys enjoy it. I can't turn it off. Hold on a
You
minute.
can't. You don't even know how to turn it off.
I
We're
do,
in trouble.
I do. Bye.